All right, so on Build Right this morning, we're looking at district officers as the face of change and urban renewal in Surulere local government. And joining me in the studio this morning, I have Town Planner Abanigbe Tawaliu, who is Assistant Director with the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority. He's also the head of Surulere District Office. Town Planner Abanigbe, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
And
Oteri.
you're welcome to Traffic Radio.
Very good.
Is this your first time?
No, I'm back again. I'm here last year.
You were here last year?
Yeah.
Yes, and
I was in Kokaguda then.
at that time.
And I moved to Surulere.
Okay, how's it been moving from one district to the other?
It's within the same enclave.
Okay.
Within the Surulere.
So not much of a difference?
Not much of a difference.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, joining him as well, I have engineer Yomi Oloyede Akinola. He's a civil engineer with the Lagos State Building Control Agency. He's also the head of the Surulere District Office. Engineer Akinola, good morning.
Good morning.
And you're welcome to Traffic Radio.
Thank you.
Is it your first time?
No, second time.
Where were you before? Same
Surulere. Yeah, last year.
So you're a general now with Surulere. All right, gentlemen, you're welcome to the program.
No, thank you very much.
So let's start with Town Planner Abanigbe. I know that we featured you on this program, but like you said, that was when you were with Kokaguda. So how are things faring with Surulere local government?
Surulere is a very good place. It's a wonderful environment. It's a wonderful environment. You know, Surulere is a densely populated area.
Already?
It's a fully developed area.
Okay.
We seated one of the most two sports area, like National Stadium and Testing Balogun Stadium.
Very true.
And you know, Surulere has been the kind of place for the nightlife where everybody come to enjoy the time of
so nightlife is very, very lively in Surulere.
Very, very lively, and it's still there.
Wow, which is good. Engineer Akinola, how would you describe Surulere from the LASBCA perspective?
It's a mixed development area. We have this more of residential area, the scheme, you know, so he has already said everything.
Okay.
Just, you know,
so nightlife, very interesting.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So that means Surulere is a very, very good place. In terms of the description of Surulere, I mean, if you relate it to the built environment, is it already built up or is it developing area? Town Planner Abanigbe?
Surulere is a built up area.
It's already built up?
It's already built up.
Wow.
It's already built up area.
Like what percentage?
Like almost 90%.
90%?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least comprised, as I said, both residential and
commercial.
Because we have industrial scheme. Industrial scheme spread from Jimo Dutola, going to Jimo Dutola, Eric Moore Road. They're especially for scheme area, emanated for industries and commercial area.
Engineer Akinola, so if you point 10 buildings in Surulere, how many would you say are already built up, or how many would you say are just springing up?
If you just, let's say like 20%, 80 is already built up.
80 already built up?
Yeah, because Surulere, there's no land anymore, so you have to demolish the old building.
I cannot get a fresh land in Surulere?
No.
Wow.
It has to be an existing building.
So it's already built up?
Yeah.
Wow. How big is Surulere, by the way? Is it a very, very big place? Town Planner Abanigbe?
Yeah, Surulere is approximately 2,300 hectares of land.
Wow.
And it's 23 kilometers square. And roughly 21,740 square kilometers. You can talk about Surulere because Surulere is one of the oldest way after the Lagos Island that took Surulere.
That's very true. I mean, from back in the days, during the era of the Western region. So Surulere has always been existing. And it looks more like the boundary point, you know?
Yeah, it's a boundary point for everybody coming from Lagos Island. They have to come to the first point is Surulere. Yeah, they're coming from the Kata Bridge down to Lagos Island, from Lagos Island to Surulere.
Right. So let's get some more infos about Surulere and its location. So for those who may not know that location, where are we referring to? Surulere, for instance. And I need Engineer Akinola to give us a description of this. Where is Surulere located and what communities can you find within Surulere?
Yeah, the community, you see Ojuelegba, you see the stadium, Adeniran, Gunsanya, Bass, Animashan, Kokaguda, Itire, Kate, Eric Moore. So you see the Lawansin bus stop.
Okay.
So those are the areas.
And these are very popular areas. They've always been in existence forever.
Yeah.
Town Planner Abanigbe, any other communities you want to add to it?
Yeah, Surulere is bounded by the west by a proportionate expressway to Amuwa-Odofin.
Okay.
If you go back by the eastern zone, that's Yaba, after the railway line going to Murtala Mohammed to Jibowu side.
Right.
If we are talking about the western, the Badagry Expressway going to Orele side.
Okay.
And by the northern side, that's Mushin local government coming from Empire going to Lagos Abeokuta Expressway.
You seem to be very, very familiar with that zone.
And very funny that Surulere is one that we talk about Surulere, popular as Adino Ogunsoya,
right?
Bode Thomas, Adelabu, talking about what was it called, Masha,
right?
And Shita area, Shita roundabout,
That's
talking
right.
about Akerele, talking about Ogunlano, Uju Elegba himself, coming from. So if you're coming from Yaba side, from Mauritania after the railway, you move into the Empire side and get into Surulere.
Right. You seem to be very, very familiar with this Surulere. You seem to know Surulere on your fingertips.
Definitely, that's where
Did you grow up there?
Yeah, I grew up in Surulere.
Oh, you must confess, really. That's a little wonder.
Yes.
What about that, Engineer Akinola? Did you ever had any stint in terms of staying in Surulere?
No.
Apart from the fact that you're working there.
No, I grew up. I stayed quite maybe 10 years there. So
oh, you spent some time there too.
Yeah, so it's really nice.
Let's look at the realities on ground that relates to building this morning, Town Planner Abanigbe. So, if we look at it, even though you said Surulere is already built up, out of all those built up areas, how many of them have the planning permits, which is the prerequisite?
Yeah, Surulere, as you know, is being those living there are elite, well-known people. You see, from the time of the Western region, either they are retired civil servants, either retired people retire from their work, and they even find the Surulere as a place where they can live. Very good scenario. I can say almost 80% are building approval.
80%. So they seem to be aware that this is what is required.
Because those people there are elite. I'm telling you, they are retired civil servants.
All right.
Those property there are doing them of LED.
So they know what to do.
They know what to do.
So they already have all those.
Because we continue with the sensitization, the stakeholder engagement with them, telling them what is right and what is supposed to be.
Let's take this call. Hello there. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Sadiq Yusuf, talk to me.
Yes, I will just mention just to update you concerning the earlier reported falling bottles on Wemco Road in Washington Junction. That right now, the bottles have been stand off the road.
Okay.
Likewise, the truck is also off the road.
Good.
And the 2 lanes are now accessible for vehicular.
Oh, good. Thank you so much for that update.
On Abanigbe, presently, we have an abandoned BRC bus, although it has been taken to one side. It's on one side of the road while motorists are managing the other lanes for now, and it's not causing much effect on traffic as I see.
All right.
So those are the updates I have for you.
Okay then. Sadiq Yusuf, thank you so much for that information. Okay, Sadiq Yusuf is a live motorbike reporter. He's been able to comb through those locations and impediments we talked about earlier on. So that fallen or perhaps that broken down articulated vehicle just by Wemco has been taken off, he says. The fallen drinks too has been taken off too. So the lanes are very much open for you to navigate. So if you're coming in from the Penn Cinema, you can access Wemco Road right now to link up with Lateef Jakonde Road. All right, so yes, you were talking about the fact that most people that live in Surulere, they are elites.
Yes, sir.
And as a result of that, they've been able to do the right thing.
Yes, sir.
As relates to perfecting their papers.
Documents.
So that means, it's giving you guys less work to do then.
No, it doesn't give us less work to do. We still do we still continue to do our stakeholders. We continue to synthesize them.
Okay, you engage them.
Still engage people
from time to time.
For them to know the reason why they have to get their planning permit.
All right. Let's talk about district officers now and try and identify your roles in the built environment and what you guys are doing to change the urban renewal of Surulere. Engineer Akinola, who are district officers?
The district officers, that's the town planner. I'm the district head of Surulere.
Okay. Who are the district heads?
The district head. I'm the district head.
Yes, I know. So what do you guys do?
So what we really do is we had value to life and we save properties in terms of monitoring exercise. We do day-to-day monitoring exercise, the screening. We ensure when you bring your drawings, they are properly designed, and also the state certification. So once you get your permit, then the state certification commences. We go there, ensure you build according to your building approval.
All right. And as district officer, Town Planner Abanigbe, what are your direct responsibilities?
My core responsibility is the process and insurance of the planning permit. As the layman or as the building plan approver.
Right.
And at the same time, we do written monitoring, to check all those who give approval to that they bid according to approval granted to them.
Okay.
Yes, and we continue to talk to, as earlier said, in sensitization and doing the stakeholders. Let people know the values and the reason why they must have their building plan approval.
And in terms of conformity, do people come up? Are people really coming up to apply for this planning permits?
Yeah, they do. People, because that's the reason why I did stakeholder sensitization, and it's not the issue of conformity. Because Surulere, even we have an operation development plan that you guide us and everything, we tell them the level of the number of floors. I talk about the height, talk about the number of units, and talk about the setback and airspaces the required. Bringing their drawing in. After bringing their drawing, we send. After you taking the planning aspect of it, we send it back to the LASBCA, our sister agency. They have domicile with the engineers, the mechanical, the electricals, and the civil engineers and the architects. We check everything. After checking it, you come back to us and we do the process.
How long does it take for you to process?
Within 10 working days.
10 working days.
I assure you.
And how many kinds of permits do you guys issue?
We have different type of permit. We have processing, development permit. We have a fencing permit. We have demolition permit. We have a remodeling permit, and we have a renovation permit.
Okay.
And we also have a revalidation permit.
What does that mean? Okay, if that's
revalidation, that because if you have approval within 2 years.
And you don't make use of it?
You have to come back and revalidate that approval.
Let's get to LASBCA now, the Building Control Agency. Engineer Akinola, what kind of authorizations do you guys grant within your agency?
What we grant authorization letter and the green sticker to move to site. Once you have your permit, then you come for the authorization letter.
Okay. Any other one apart from this?
So after the authorization letter, what we do is you write to us for stage certification exercise. So once after the stage certification exercise, once the project is completed, then you can now apply for the certificate of fitness and completion for habitation.
All right, let's look at the operational development plan, which Town Planner Abanigbe, you talked about that earlier on, right?
Yes, sir.
What does it say in Surulere? What kind of buildings can one, what kind of structures can you put in place? And does it require any kind of location? Are there locations that have been earmarked for commercial buildings or perhaps industrial buildings? Or how does it work? How does the operational development plan work?
As I said, we have a model city plan. We call it mainland model city plan that comes on in 2012 and it going to last in 2032, almost 20, going to last for 20 years.
Okay.
And that thing is our Bible. And it's also our Quran.
So you look at it all the time?
Yeah, it's our Quran, it's our Bible just to guide us. Because some areas, you cannot just, if an applicant come, bring an application for industry, in the residential area, definitely it's going to be rejected.
Which areas are residential there in Surulere?
I know some areas you have a scheme area.
Okay.
Because let's give an example for Adeno Ogosoya. Adeno Ogosoya is an high street whereby you can have both residential, because misuse area, both residential and commercial.
Oh, okay.
That's Adeno.
So it's a hybrid.
It's an hybrid, and it cannot be more than. You have the number of floors can go there. The height cannot be more than 3 floors, and at the same time, what you can have there is misuse. But in that street, there's a scheme area like Adebola going to Yusufu Sanusi. Down here, you cannot have more than 2 floor residential.
Okay.
Because if we bring anything in from that particular inner street, a commercial, we won't accept it.
Is there any reason why you guys have pegged the buildings that can be built in those areas to 3 floors?
No, because when I look at it, because in the level of that, when they're doing the preparation of the model city plan, they are looking at accessibility, the kind of road. We look at the kind of environment, because accessibility is very key.
Right.
You can't tell me in the close that you want to have a commercial area, want to have industrial area, and within the closed area, what kind of trailer that's going to move in there is going to maneuver and save out. But in that kind of area, we're marked from. For misuse, the accessibility must be frustrated.
If I want to build like a super mall or something like a high rise, that could reach like 10 floors, 15 floors, which would be more or less like a tourist site.
Yeah, you see, when our modern city plan is so low, you don't have 15 floors.
You don't have that at all.
Yeah, except when you look at the Game Village. Game Village, but then as old as, but before the usual of the modern city comes in.
Right.
But the level floor you can go to Surulere.
Or is it to say, is that a pathway for the airplanes?
There's no pathway. No. This is far away from here.
So I'm just wondering why.
But the reason why is that because we have viability of the land that area.
Okay.
Because the foundation and the kind of level of the land can apply.
Okay then. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning we are looking at district officers as the phase of change and urban renewal for Surulere local government. And my guest, town planner Abanigbe Tawaliu, is here. He's an assistant director with the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority and is also the district officer for Surulere local government. I also have engineer Yomi Oloyede Akinola, who is the civil engineer with the Lagos State Building Control Agency and the head of the Surulere district office. A brief break. When we return, we hear from you, and that will be on 08099120777 and 09153877127. A brief break. We will be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Àjùmọ̀ṣe Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, then we're still on Build Right, and this morning I'm hosting my friends from Surulere. We're talking about the district officers there as the face of change and urban renewal for that local government. Badagry corridor, there's a loaded truck. I understand the breakdown of a loaded truck with kickstarter problem, and this is at Exodus Car Wash inwards Badagry. Take note of that. I understand the driver has been cited and efforts on for its evacuation. No much effect on traffic as we speak right now. Within the Agege corridor, the earlier reported impediment, the impediment at Wemco, that has been taken off. And also, we did talk about the BRT bus abandoned, that was the word used, on Pennsylvania flyover. Not really affecting the flow of traffic, by the way. All right, getting back to that one at Lagos Badagry. So that reported impediment at Exodus Car Wash has been evacuated off the road. So it's a much better drive right now. Control room, thank you so much for sending that one in. Let me see any more. The update from the Alausa Ikeja corridor. The falling bottles are okay. I understand those falling bottles have been cleared off at the road. That's Wemco. Yes, so we heard that one from our live motorbike reporter earlier on as well. So more updates will come in. But within the Ikeja end, we did tell you there's a broken down 40-foot container loaded articulated truck with mechanical fault, and that's at the first gate inwards underneath the bridge. That's at the General Hospital on Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way. So take note of that as you drive through that end. Okay then, so let's get back to the conversation. If you want to join us, or perhaps you live in Surulere, you can join the conversation this morning. Let's hear from you really as relates to the build or perhaps the built environment. 08099120777 and 091 7127. Feel free to connect with us on the program this morning. All right, then. Let's talk about, the planning permits. You did say that it's... Okay, let's take this call, first of all. Hello there.
Hello, Victor. Good morning.
Talk to me. Good morning.
I'm Monitor Oki on the line.
Great. It's nice to hear from you, Oki.
Yeah, same here. Just a quick one.
Okay.
Traffic from before Renewal. I mean, after Renewal, inward mile 12, a backlog extended. Quite a long queue presently.
Is there a breakdown there?
No breakdown.
It's just high influx?
Just street light repairs.
Oh, okay.
Going on presently.
All right.
And we're still only trying to convince them to do this at a more convenient time of the day after the peak period.
Definitely.
We're going to look at how we can push them to get to do their works at that time.
Right.
Yeah, that much I can tell you.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Oki, for that one. All right. So I understand main of the... is that a Keja Disco now? Okay. I understand they're trying to work on the road, on the light around that location. So it's slowing down things. Backwards, Irawo. That's what you'll find at this time. 08099 1207777 and 09153877127. So you did say that your planning permits and other permits, maximum, right, of 10 working days?
Definitely.
Is there any reason why it could extend beyond 10 days?
No, the reason why maybe the applicant didn't submit the right document at the right time.
Okay.
But if the document been submitted, the drawing has been screened, the payment has been made, shutting has been done, and everything, I assure you, within 10 working days. Even as yesterday, I think give approval for 3 days.
Wow.
Within 3 days.
Within 3 days, some people got their approval?
Yes, I have evidences. If you want, I have it with me.
So that means that the person presented all that was required?
It was all required with the standard data and everything. And this account has been cleared, this receipt and everything, and then I give approval.
All right. There's a message here popping in for you. It says, good morning. Can someone get these permits done online? You didn't put your name, but thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely it can be done online. We have an e-platform whereby you can share this, you can interact with them on the e-platform. You can submit your document, and you can even track your building plan online.
Online too?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that sounds very, very good.
Yes,
this one here says, good morning, Victor and the town planners. How do you deal with old buildings that are clearly unsafe, but people are still living in them? Kemi is sending this one in from Oteri. Kemi, thank you so much. So, what do you do with that? Let me even throw that to Engineer Akinola, because you are the ones monitoring the built environment.
So what we do that is during our day-to-day monitoring exercise, we go inspect, check buildings. So once we see distressed building, we serve all our statutory notices, and once all the notices are served, we also issue the owner or the developer a letter to obtain to go and conduct a non-destructive test. So but once we serve all our notices and we see the results, if the building is highly distressed, we evacuate immediately and we recommend for removal. But if the non-destructive test says the building should be renovated, we evacuate the occupants, then we advise the developer to obtain the remodeling permits, as he has said earlier before.
Okay. All right. There's a message here. It says, good morning, please. Is it possible to make changes to an already approved building plan without going through another approval process? Mr. Yeli.
That is not possible.
It's not possible?
It's not possible because your intent have changed. You have to visit the town planning office. We'll give you required information. We tell you what and what to do. Then the action will be taken immediately. All
right, Yeli, I hope you heard that. You cannot do those changes
without visiting town planning.
It's like shifting the goalpost in the middle of the match.
Yes.
All right, 09153877127. What are your challenges within the Surulere local government, town planner Abanigbe? What are the challenges confronting you as district officers?
No, there's no challenges because the government, even the Lagos State Physical Permit Authority under the able leadership of the general manager, has given us a kind of all what to do, like in terms of vehicles for you use for daily monitoring. And we have kind of offices where people can assist, even at least the serene environment. People come in, and I think there's no challenges either that we do to monitor. And the accessibility in Surulere is very, very good, and we do our work as that
okay. So no major challenges there.
No major challenges.
All right. for the operative development plan, you did talk about the fact that you have some areas that are mixed use, right?
Yes, sir.
Some areas are commercial.
For residential.
Yeah, which areas are commercial in Surulere?
Yeah, as I said, some high street area, mixed use, they can talk about Adelabu, when we talk about Adeno Kusanya, when we talk about Ogulano.
Right.
And we have industrial scheme also. These are for industries where we have Indomie, the flour mills are there.
Which areas are that?
That's Jimo Dutola and that's Igomo industry where there's Nigerian breweries.
Oh, all those areas are for industries.
For industries, and that scheme area meant for industries.
All right.
Surulere is a very good layout, and this will maintain it.
All right. This one says, "What's your honest advice for someone building in Lagos?" For the very first time? Sheon Ibrahim is sending that one. Okay, so for someone who's going to be building for the first time in Surulere, what's your honest?
Let him feel free to come to town planning office. Our office is open from 8 o'clock to 5. We only work till 6 o'clock because let him come in, because his tension may be different. Until when he not come to town plan, we not tell him all what he need to do by getting all the required documents, the documentation, the land, the title document, and everything. It's going to be seamless process. We assure that.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello there. Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Good morning.
Anyway, I want to know about
You are going to speak English, please. What's your name?
Okay. You correcting from I'll give you a giant fee on my friend. Could you bet? How come we are the
Oh, Tigbe Kuro, Oshu Ambe. Is still very much on ground.
Oh, you Ambe?
Yes, it's very much on ground there. Thank you so much for your contribution. Those of you who are heading towards the Ekpe end, I will tell you of a broken down articulated vehicle. It's a gas tanker at Ibeju. If you are linking up with the Lekki Ekpe, all right, that is broken down there. We have our traffic managers on ground doing the needful within that particular corridor. Yes, so you were trying to respond to...
Yeah, as I said, you should come forward, come to town planning office. All the requirement information will be given to that person, and I believe it's going to be a seamless process.
All right. This one says, Engineer Akinola, what steps do you take when a building looks weak or dangerous, but tenants refuse to move out? Tosin, he sent this one from Ijesha. Tosin, thank you.
So what we do is the first thing, we issued a letter that they should obtain, they should go and run a non-destructive tests. Okay. So, but when you visit the site as a structural engineer, if you see the condition of the building, the first thing we do is we evacuate before the test comes in, because there's no building that cannot be salvaged. But once we see that the building is threat to life, we evacuate immediately before any other thing comes up.
Okay. That's what you normally advise people to do.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just looking through now those areas. You mentioned the Gomu, Odutola. Jimo Odutola. I mean, those areas you said are
industrial.
Highly industrial.
And the zone. And all property that come out from them is industry.
Okay. So what do you think, or what would you say to developers now? Because I mean, we're in the era of developers. Do we have them so many in Surulere?
No, not really. Because Surulere...
It's already built up.
It's already built up.
So we're not having new estates that are springing up?
No, there's no new estates. Just that people coming in, you have to demolish and put up a new structure. Okay. By putting down a new structure, these are the property owners are the one that giving their property a facelift, coming from maybe a story building or from a bungalow to a story building. That's property. There are not much of developers. So
let's talk about that now, because I know that's a major a source of concern. We have some buildings that have been in existence, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're like bungalows, and all of a sudden, the man now feels he has money. He wants to put 2 stories on top of that bungalow. Is it right?
We don't allow additional floor. We don't allow it. The only thing is that maybe if it's the bungalow, what you just need to do is to put down the structure as an old building, because most of the buildings are built in the 60s and 70s. I've seen approval in 70s during the LEDB. I can tell me that kind of building cannot test of time. You have to pull it down and put in a structure there.
Okay. All right. Flash update coming from the Jushaga end. Broken down loaded truck having mechanical problem. This is at Jonathan Coker inwards Fagba intersection. And I understand efforts on for its recovery. Movement on that stretch still looking pretty good. And men are on ground monitoring the situation. All right. So where is the LASPPPA? That's the planning office. Where is it located in Surulere?
Our office at 35A Akinola Street. Inside Surulere Local Government Maternity Center, opposite the core hospital in Akinola, Surulere, out of Surulere.
Okay, so that's where it is.
Yes.
What about the building control office?
Right close by.
Our office is at 77 to 78 on Alhaji Marshall Road, opposite Olile Gogoro bus stop.
Okay.
Surulere.
All right. Once they get there, they will to locate the LASBCA office.
Yeah.
Let's begin to take this to an end this morning. So, what's your message as district officers, as district heads within those localities? Let's start with Town Planner Abanigbe. What's your message to the listening public this morning as relates to building rights?
Our office is open to the public, open to negotiations. Let them come in. We are open from 8 o'clock to 5, even to 6 o'clock. And our LASPPPA logo is when the dreams become reality. Definitely when you come to our office, tell everything, your dreams become reality. As our general manager, his door is open, you receive visitors. If you feel free that we didn't talk much, you can go to our general manager office, everything be explained to you. And I'm telling you, it's going to be seamless.
All right then. And for Engineer Akinola, what's your message to the listening public?
My message is this, I see the buildings like humans, and humans need maintenance, such as the building. So I would advise that we should take good care of our building. And also there's this certificate that we issue right now for existing building.
What do you call it?
Certificate of fitness for habitation.
Okay.
So this is for existing building. It's also the essence of this certificate, it prevents building collapse, future reoccurrence of building collapse, because you need to run series of tests.
So can I voluntarily call on you guys to come and say, look, I want to apply for certificate of fitness? Can I do that?
Yeah, that's what, because the certificate is renewed every 5 years. So we want people to come to the district office. You can come at any time, visit any district office, make inquiry. And
then you can perfect that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having both of you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Victor Cherry.
All right, then we looked at district officers as the face of change and urban renewal in Surulere local government. And I can tell you, Town Planner Abanigbe Tawaliu, who is Assistant Director, Lagos Planning Permit Authority, and also the officer in charge of Surulere District, has taken us through the classroom. Engineer Yomi, Oloyede Akinola, Civil Engineer with the Lagos State Building Control Agency, and the head of Surulere District Office, has also taken us on this excursion. We have to go. The program has been produced, as usual, by Mike James. I say a big thank you to Ademuyiwa Adu and Akinsonya Adetola, who is the Chief Public Affairs Officer for the ministry. Both of them working tirelessly behind the scene for this program to come on stream. All right? You can always, like we do say, send in your concerns to the ministry and they'll be there to respond to you. We have to go. Thank you so much for listening to us. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid day. Bye.